this is Rosemary. And this is Coffee Talk. So everybody click. To exercise or not to exercise? That is the question. Talk amongst yourselves. We're going to talk about the bands today. Okay? Alfred.
Yes.
People want to know about the bands. How great are they? And then I want Mr. Richie Rich to talk a little bit about them too. How great are the bands? Would you recommend the bands or the kettlebell for people that are just starting out? That's what we're going to talk about today.
The bands, I would recommend the bands for people who just had the operation and who still haven't lost a lot of weight. As for instance, my wife, Cutty. Bands for her because weight would be, just can't handle the weight yet. It's too much weight. These don't weigh anything, but you still can get benefit because of the tension. They offer resistance in a different way than a weight does, because you start out at a certain, you hold it about a foot of, and then the further apart you go, the tension increases, so you get a better, you get a better workout than just having one weight and trying to hold up and all this other kind of stuff.
I have snapped these
before. So I would
before.
recommend the bands, and what I have, the ones I have here come in 3 different strengths. The blue is strong, medium, and then this is, of course, the light one. So there are different things, and you can do anything that you can imagine with it.
Okay.
So there's no one size fit all. There's no one. I mean, just take the band and start using it. But the thing about exercise you would do if you were going to a gym. So you can do these exercises when you're sitting, standing. You go. You probably can do them in the shower. When you go to the restroom, whatever. You can do them anywhere at any time.
Sitting on the toilet.
When you lay in the bed.
Great idea. I agree. Don't waste your time. Just sitting on the toilet.
Be productive wherever you
Just don't reach for the wrong thing when you're going to wipe. Yeah, right?
Not one in for stretching the other.
Laying in the bed, just grab something before you go to sleep.
Show us the one that you did like this. The one that you do it like that. I like that.
We're going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Okay, so you can stretch it out like this, you aiming just.
There you go. She's got it.
Like that.
That's the harder one though. That's the medium one.
Yeah.
Can you see
but that's
in
what,
the
you're working your tricep there.
That's what I need for mine.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to put your arm in an awkward position.
Okay,
if you can't get it in a certain. If you can't get it in a certain position.
Look at the way Rich is holding. Like
Just going straight up.
He's holding it to his hand. There we go.
This is pink. I'm doubling up to make it stronger. You're blue, so you just do it single.
Yeah, you can't double up.
And that's an example. If you wanted to, even increase it, you can quadruple it.
That's weaker.
Where can we get these awesome bands?
Most sporting goods stores, Sports Authority,
Tony
Walmart.
bought these at Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning for 3 bands.
You can get them online.
And these are not latex. So for people who have a problem with latex, these are not latex. So you don't get that rubbery smell on your hand and stuff like that. And some people are allergic to latex also. So.
Awesome.
And you can do this while there's a little CD that came with these. Just a little demonstration of what you can do. You can do it when you're walking. You can just tie it around your leg and tie it to an object that's won't move readily and just stretch. When you're walking, you can tie it around your leg and you can stretch. So that's plenty of ways to do it.
There's literally hundreds of ways to exercise with it. One of the things that you can do is you can tie it into a loop and you can put both your feet inside of it, so when you step outwards, you gain resistance as your legs are stepping apart and other things like that.
I love that.
And so that works out the outer thighs.
Just hold it on each side. You can just hold
you can sit in the chair and just put on the other side of your knees like the good old.
Like you're pushing your foot.
Yeah, you can do your deal like that.
What you can also do is you can sit on it. So when you're in a chair or whatever else, you can sit on it with it.
Yeah.
And then you just
curl. Exactly.
Because I know for like the Wii Fit or Wii Active, it comes with a band like this, and you stand on it in some of the exercises that you do.
And here's another thing that my wife did. I'm going to put it around my waist, so for those of you that are partners, you can grab it on. You can hold it. And see, while I'm walking, it gives me some resistance. See?
And she's working out too.
Yeah, she's working out too. Yeah, there's a lot of advantage.
Who's getting more of a workout here?
Turn around. Wait a minute, hold it. Don't give up, man. And then I can go backward. This is all for my legs.
That's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. That I could do.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wow,
All right, Blue Eyes, you're going to have to go to work with me, because that's what I'm going to do when I get to California. All right, guys, what else do you want to talk
Any
about?
questions for RNYer?
Well, I agree that this, in comparison, is the good way to start as far as resistance training. Big advantage of it is cost. You know, you can get these things for $3, $6 or less. Some places will sell them by the foot. If you're in physical therapy, sometimes they provide them part of their therapy treatment. So all in all, cost of these things is very low. Once it becomes boring or not challenging, then hopefully you're ready to progress forwards. You can use these sitting, you can use these standing, you can use these lying in bed. There's all sorts of different things to do. You just got to be a little bit careful as far as snapping, releasing, or whatever else.
I have already broken too.
There
You
are.
say you didn't.
I did.
There are also.
Yeah,
if you
one
look
Because
at-
I remember a video.
Yeah.
She said
She
you
said
guys
she
did
did.
not. It wasn't me.
Well,
The way it
I
happened.
didn't. The way it happened wasn't on purpose, but it did snap while I was
Because she
using
had
it.
it on a rough surface on the
Yeah.
gravel. You can't do that.
Right, and that can cut the
Once you
materials
tear it,
out.
then it's easy.
You
but-
guys remembered the video? You're so mean.
What do
You
you mean?
can,
We watch you. We listen to you.
you can also
We
get
watched
gadgets
your
like
entire
handles to
video.
attach onto these to make it easier to fall. If you find that these
I have
like
such
hurt
great
your hands.
followers.
Oh, first for me, now.
Yes.
I just
So
have
these are things that the band will do. They give you especially advantage for your arms. Because you can do so many things with your arms. And you don't have to do long movements, you can do little short movements.
And the
Little
other thing,
pulsating movements, like this right here.
That
You-
pulsates the
all of
arm.
you who remember the shaker, this is the shaker, the real shaker. right
Hallelujah.
here.
Look at
You can take this and all you gotta do is just pump it out there like that right
Pump it
there.
out, pump
And
it.
it won't be long
Look at this.
before you
Look at
actually.
this. Look at all this wiggle.
Yeah. See, you just.
Well, I think that's important
A
for
little
body
short.
weight loss.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
You know, we all.
And you told me the other day, if I'm doing 20 on this side, I better do 20
Yeah, you got
on
to
this
do the
side.
same amount.
Because otherwise I'll be lopsided.
I think
I got to do more.
Well, that's one thing about weight
one of my
training.
arms, my right arm is smaller than my left arm.
Are
Watch my
you doing
video.
more? Are you doing more? Well, I think everybody has
Yeah.
one arm.
Well, this is
on
the
each side.
advantage of weight training or either physical exercise. Is this? Is that you balance. You have a balance. You have a right side and a left side. Whatever you do with your left side, you should do with your right side. At the same time, you might not realize it, but the benefit of this also, it integrates your brain. You know, you have a left and right brain too, so it helps to integrate because when you use the left side of the brain controls the right side of your body.
That's why some
And
of
vice
us on
versa.
this table have
So when you
issues.
use different, if you use left hand and right hand, then you actually bringing in balance. You bringing in, intuition and stuff like that, your imagination, and you bringing that in with knowledge. So that's the way those two loads represent, one knowledge and one intuition. That's just a simple, simplistic view of it, but you actually making the thing one. So that's what you do. You become a better balanced person, and that's what exercise does.
All right. Want to add anything?
well, the other thing is light resistance training like this is good starting out, but a lot of people who have just had surgery or in the process of losing weight, some of the people have so much extra body weight on them anyways. Just moving around your body is plenty of exercise. Holding your arms out there and just raising them up and lowering them, other things like that, swaying with your body, any kind of movement is good. And then when you need to challenge yourself more, then you can work on it and try to figure out different muscles. Exercise the whole thing. If you want to lose, a lot of people pick on whatever is swinging, but that's
There's nothing swing on that.
you've got to work the
That's Frappuccino
whole
boy over here.
you've got to work the whole arm.
I didn't say that.
Not just one spot, because it's
Right.
not spot reduction, and by building up muscle mass, that will help stretch
Talk
out
about
the
what
muscle.
you said at Starbucks about the fat, how it's important to rub
Well, when you're
our
as far as what I think of the body and metabolizing fat, if you're in a fat loss mode, you've had the surgery or you're watching your diet and you're losing weight, it's important to maintain circulation through all your fat, because I've seen it in healthy people and whatever else, is what happens is when the body's looking to absorb fat, it's going to go where the blood is circulating at. And so those areas of thick fat does not usually have a lot of blood circulation. Do not overdo it. You can't rub it off, but you can increase the circulation, kind of like warm, itchy, and that way,
Something like this, Rich.
yeah, warm.
I think you just want to touch on your wife right now. 23 years,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
19 years of anniversary
Hey.
today.
This is mine.
So,
That's right, baby.
yeah. So knead the areas, and that way, as your body is losing weight, it has a tendency not to just ignore those areas. One of the problems with body fat, a lot different from other cells in the body, is not only do they increase in size, they can also increase in number. So there can be a case of, unfortunately, that those areas that have high amount of fat have increased the amount of fat cells, that no matter what you're going to do, you're going to have a large amount of fat cells there.
So is that my issue with the
Could be.
hippie thing? With hips?
Right, that can be.
Because I'm smaller in this.
Right.
And even though I'm smaller here by some inches, it's not the more that you would see up here.
Right, that can be it, is that because that's major fat storage areas of the body, during the time that you're gaining weight, and the times how long you had gained weight, your body increased fat cells to just store all that energy. And so by increasing the number of fat cells, even if they shrink, there's still more of them. And that's an unfortunate thing, and that's something to look at. But first, try proper exercise and diet. It may eventually go. Again, the whole thing is like 1 pound of fat is 3,200 calories.
But does our age have anything to do with that also? Why we can't lose sometimes?
Well,
Our metabolism?
as you get older, yes, your metabolism comes slow, but in most cases that you can compensate that through exercise.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is proper exercise, learning how to gauge your body and gauge movement. And you're not going to correct 50 years inside of one day.
No.
I think that's why Dr. Garth said 10,000 steps plus your water aerobics. You know, I know we have to hurry up because we're getting close. One more question. When is the proper time or the best time to do the massage of the legs and the arms and all that? Is it before you exercise, after you exercise, or does it matter?
It's hard to say, but generally what you're doing is you're trying to have the best circulation through your body, through your fat, when your body is using that energy. So yeah, maybe a little bit towards the end, but it doesn't really matter. It's more in doing the exercise and movement.
Well, it's like
So you
in
can
the
do it
mornings
actually any time would be a good time.
Yeah, any time is a good time, and hopefully you can figure it out. Granted, you need to be a nutritionist, biochemist to try to.
Funny,
Yeah.
I did not
He
hear
said anytime's a good time.
Yeah, a biochemist to try to find out that exact maximum calorie intake when your body is looking for that. But let's not do that. Let's not focus on that and try to focus too much on it, because there's so many people go, oh, if I squeeze 10 times, no.
Yeah, before I eat
Nice, gentle, easy. Be nice to yourself. Don't hurt yourself. No bruises, no pain, no ouch.
like the cream that I'm using.
Yeah, cream when you put on lotion,
yeah,
those are excellent reasons to do it. So when you're putting on lotion, make sure you're going through all the tissues. The other thing is when you're working out, make sure you can feel each and every muscle, because it's there.
I can feel every inch of my fat.
Well, right, but what I want you to do is
Yeah.
to feel
You can feel
through the
muscle.
fat to the muscle, because every bodybuilder out there has the same muscle structure as you. You have the same muscle structure as them. You have all those muscles they have, just not as big.
Right.
But as you're working out, the whole thing you're striving is to feel those muscles, so you can have arms like.
I don't have them. They belong to that woman over there.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
Gotcha.
guys, this was Coffee Talk, and we appreciate these guys that have all this knowledge. And I won't be here for much longer. I leave on Wednesday. I'm gonna start crying. But I leave Wednesday, and I will see her again. I will see her again
Vegas.
in Vegas, baby. Bye.
Vegas.
Bye.